Libra, it's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here to do your April 2019 reading. I'd like to say Happy Easter to any of those who celebrate it. And want to thank you for all your support, all your shares and subscribes and likes and all the ways that you support me. I really appreciate it and I love your comments too. So let's see, what do we got here for Libra? Libra, April 2019, Libra. You're my last ones, Libra, for April. So, what are the messages? I'm using, they're ready. The Druid Craft Tarot. Druid Craft Tarot. Got this terrible lighting. And that was a jumper. Your jumper was the 8 of Cups. So in 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months. Probably 8 days or 8 weeks. You're going to be walking away from something. There's something that is not fulfilling. Something's missing from some sort of emotional relationship. Doesn't have to be. It can be a relative or a friendship, even a work environment. You know, there's something missing for you. You're not getting what you hoped that you would get out of it. So, okay, let's see what we got here for you, Libra. A lot of 8s. A lot of 8s. 8s are change, right? They're also communication, and they're instruments of change. Okay, so I just want to show you the cards here first. And there we go. And so this up here, this line is your past, this is your present, and this is your future. And I read them across and up and down and all over the place wherever I see something. So in your past, you got the 10 of Wands, the 8 of Swords, and the Hanged Man. In your present, you got the 8 of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles, and Cernunnos. And then in the future, you got the Prince of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords, and Rebirth. So it actually looks really good, even though there's some challenges in there, you know. The first one is in your past, and that's now or before now. And this is the 10 of Wands. This is laying down your burdens. You've made it finally to the end of your journey. And this is a journey in some sort of accomplishments, of your achievements, but this has been a burden. This has been something that you've been carrying that I just don't think you're signing up for it anymore. You know, you're done. You want to lay down your burdens, and now you want to start moving forward for you, you know, your choices. These could be other people's burdens, you know, maybe the burdens of the family or whatever. But you feel trapped, unable to move yet. You know, after laying down these burdens or wanting to, you feel trapped. Like whatever way you go, you can feel the sharp blade of a sword. And so it feels like a cage, but it's not. You're just not seeing clearly or not wanting to see what you must do. I think there's something you need to give up, because then you have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is about sacrificing something for the greater good. The Hanged Man is also, he's making the shape of the 4, and the 4s are pauses, reflection, figuring out what we need to change in our plan or our path, adjust it somehow. Here, it's you're feeling stuck, you're feeling in limbo. He's, you know, you're bound either way. Both you're blindfolded and you're gagged, and in both they're bound around the waist and their hands are tied behind their back, and so you know, and it's unwilling or not wanting to give up whatever this is. It could be an attitude. It could be a belief. It could be maybe you just don't want to do that job anymore. You know, if you look closely in the background, you see that his, oh, what's that, scythe? That thing that cuts the wheat. He's laid it down. And the job's not over. There's still more wheat to cut, but he doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want this burden anymore. But walking away from it is another matter. You know, you haven't walked away from it yet. There's something holding you there, kind of like, and you don't want to face what you have to let go of here. You know, she has her back to what she must surrender. She doesn't want to see that. No, let's not talk about that. You know, but you need to. It might be difficult to do it, but you know, sometimes we hang on to stuff that was given to us, but not a reward, a burden. And we carry it, we do it. And now to let go of it, to let go of the belief that it's ours to carry might be difficult. You know, you might have been carrying it for a really long time. A really long time. So, oh, hi babe. The dog just came in. So, in your present, which is now or for the next couple of weeks, you have the Eight of Wands. And this is so nice because, you know, you're ready to shoot. Ooh, that almost fell off the table. You're ready to shoot out new wands to explore. You're seeking adventure beyond. You know, you might be applying to new jobs, communicating, networking with, sorry about the light, with people about jobs. You could be even applying outside your district, like in another town or across seas perhaps. Eight of Wands sometimes implies travel, quick communication. I think of it as networking too. You're networking. He has all these wands and he's going to throw one out in every direction and see what he gets back, you know. And then you have the Ten of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles is, you know, you've reached the goal. You've made a place for yourself that you're happy, you're comfortable, and for your family, and you've taken care of your family. But now you're bored. There's this certain level of discontent here, and you're yearning to invest in something new because, you know, your kids are driving you crazy. You can't lay around the house anymore. But the one thing I don't see in this picture really is a wife. I see children and a dog and everyone's loyal, but you're carrying all this responsibility, and that could be from, you know, this, you know, you're carrying the burdens. And so maybe everyone's doing okay on their own now. They're grown up and moved out, or perhaps you're getting help, and you're able to now set some goals, set some sights on your own path, what you want to do. This is your second 10 too. I think you're moving. I think you're moving careers, to tell you the truth. I think because, you know, like I said, you're networking, you're putting out resumes, you're seeking what the world has to offer you, kind of. I think you're either changing jobs, careers, something you feel very responsible for, but you feel you've gone as far as you can go, you know, in that. You need something new. However, here is the devil, Cernunnos. And Cernunnos is taking us off the path. It's temptation. It's leading us away from our true path, delaying us. And Cernunnos can be temptation, addiction, and sometimes workaholic is addiction. You know, addiction comes in all forms, or something that like we're unwilling to give up. And it's funny because this is it. There's the Hanged Man. This is, you need to surrender something, and you're having a hard time because it's very tempting. It's very alluring to you, whether it's booze, drugs, gambling, women, men, whatever. Maybe eating, exercising, pills. There's so many. You can be addicted to everything now. If you like it, it's probably called addicted to it. But this is some sort of toxic energy that's taking you. It's not helping you. It's not helping you. And, you know, here's all your potential. You're ready for something new. You're ready for a new challenge. You're ready for a new challenge. But it's like you have limitations, you know. It's going to be a challenge for you to give this up. It is going to be a challenge for you. But I think you're ready for it, and that's maybe what you want to put your energy in now. I've taken care of everybody else. Now it's time for me to get off the bottle. You know, I got grandkids coming, or you know, get off of working so much. I don't want to work that hard now. You know, everything's fine. But anyway, so in your future, which is the last couple of weeks of April and thereafter, the first card you have is the Prince of Pentacles. This is usually, this is moving energy. This is heading towards your goal. At least you're out on the path now. You're back out on the path, not in that garden, you know, where the forbidden fruit is. And you're out on the path, and you're vulnerable, though. This is a bit of a vulnerable guy. You see, he's got his sash is like hanging down around his. He's not a fighter. He's a communicator. He's negotiator. He's very defensive. He's got this shield coming right up to his his eye. You can just barely see over. It's like watching a scary movie. It's like, oh. And because he's not sure where this is going to take him, and it's new, right? It's a prince. It's new, facing this new road without your old tools. And sometimes addictions are old coping tools, and now you need new coping tools, and you don't feel that confident in them. You know, like what I mean is, this guy isn't really a fighter. He's like, can we talk about this? But he is moving forward. It's just very slow energy. He wants to be careful. He wants to be sure. He wants to be you know, he wants to check all his checks, and, you know, I'm ready, I'm going, you know. And it's really great because this could be something that came back from the wands that you sent out, the applications. You could be heading towards one of those replies, but it's hard to start new. It's very nerve-wracking being on the learning curve, going on a new path, in a new direction, okay? So then you have the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords is a loss. It's a win, you know. You win, it's a victory, but it's an empty victory. You've proved what you were right, but at what cost? This is either you, the one that has, you know, proved you're right, or this is the one that feels defeated. You're losing a relationship in this argument, this confrontation. This person has laid down their sword and they said, fine, be right. You're right. Hope you're happy. See you later. So this is either you, Libra, or the other person that they'll argue until they win. They must win. But it doesn't feel like a good victory because, you know, you're losing something out of it. Now, the thing is that maybe you did need to lose that. Maybe that's part of the sacrifice that you need to make. Maybe you're holding on to relationships that aren't true, that don't serve you, that aren't genuine, you know, genuine and honest. And you want to speak the truth. You're going to be honest. This might hurt, you know, but I got to say it. And maybe that's the thing. Maybe you're going around, you know, when you go through AA and you have to go around and make your apologies, make amends to all the people you've wronged when you were, you know, an alcoholic. And that kind of reminds me of that, you know. Perhaps you go back and you have to say the honest truth of something, but maybe it's just something you can't mend, you know. You can't mend it. It's got to be said. This truth has to come out, but it can't be mended at this point anyway. Then you have the rebirth. And the thing is that this, I think this is a catalyst for you. Rebirth is the Judgment card as well. And it's about going through a rite of passage. Coming out of the cave, reborn. The boy went into the cave and he comes out a man. He's ready for his new responsibilities. He realizes that he has the power of fertility now. And it's a big, big responsibility. He can expand all over the place, so he needs to be very careful because he will be responsible for the ripples that you make, you know. And so when you come out of this reborn, sometimes it's that, you know, when you go through a life cycle, like from child to youth or from young adult to mature adult, with the responsibilities change with every level you go up as you grow older. And so you come through some sort of rite of passage. And the wonderful thing is, oh, I love this. I love this. So you've paused and you're considering what you need to do. This isn't working. I need to sacrifice something. And it is this toxic energy, this thing that's leading you off the path. And when you do, you're reborn. The old you dies there. And you're reborn. You're realizing all you could be. You know, you're realizing, you're summing up what you've done up to now, and now what you want to do, what you want to make better, what you want to do different. Taking on responsibilities that are your responsibilities at this life cycle in your life. Okay? Yeah, very interesting, Libra. Very interesting. A lot of people have been getting rebirth this month, and you know, it makes sense. It's April. It is the time of rebirth right now, the spring. Everything's coming back to life. It's time to plant our seeds for what we want to harvest for ourselves this year. You know, what do we want to harvest? Look at that. Okay, business meeting right there. Probably talking about money some way. Whoa, 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 whoa. Another 2. You got any other 2s here? 2 2s. So, this is a passionate meeting. You know, this is a passionate meeting. It probably, you know, it could be the Cernunos. It could be, you know, your being tempted by forbidden fruit. Like I said, I don't say these things for nothing, eh? Forbidden fruit. Something that's not yours, something that you can't have, you know, coveting thy neighbor's wife or husband, or passionate meeting. What are we going to do with you, Libra? What are we going to do? Maybe this is you trying to decide. Business or pleasure? Business or pleasure? What am I going to do here? I know this is odd, okay? And I don't talk about sex very often, but you know, this really made me think of a porn obsession, or perhaps an obsession, a sex obsession in some way. So it's meeting for business and pleasure. I'm just putting it out there. And I also want to mention something I haven't mentioned before. Sometimes the whole reading is not for you, like everything I say. But somewhere in this reading is a message for you. Somewhere. One of the things I say is for you, definitely. You have to figure out what that message is. But not always the whole reading. Everything I say is meant for you, you know. Whoa, okay, here we go. We got a couple. We got a couple. Okay. So you got the 5 of clubs, and this is it's a gain in business. I think you could get an offer, you know, a work offer. You're undecided because this is kind of flirty energy. This is communication. I think that perhaps I think you're getting an offer for a new position, another job, another department. I think it's somewhere else totally. But you're undecided because I think you need to talk it over with family first. I think you're really happy about this offer, but you're not jumping on it yet. You know, this is slow moving energy, right? This Prince of Pentacles, he wants to, but he's like, well, I don't know, I'm not sure. I think there's some sort of personal tie to this position too. You know someone, there's some sort of old energy. I'm getting the feeling here that you might have to unfinished business is what I'm getting the feeling of. Unfinished business with someone. Perhaps at this place. Okay, we got those ones. Another 4. So the 4 of Hearts and the 3 of Diamonds. This is a nice gathering, and the 3 of Diamonds is one of the wish cards. Okay, it's one of the wish cards in the playing cards, and so you're going to get a wish fulfilled at a nice gathering. Something's maybe not a wish, but something that is going to happen that is you could win something. You could win something. You could be... Yeah, I think you're going to win something at a nice gathering. It's some sort of... It's benefiting you financially. So, like that's what I mean. You're going to win something, or you're going to... the other thing too is, I think about this offer is I think you're going to decide to take it. I think you're going to move forward with that. It's going to make you happy, but I think you got to take care of some unfinished business first. Is what I'm getting the feeling of. That's why you have that doubt. That's why you have that pause, that that undecided. There's doubt. You're torn apart here, and I get the feeling it's unfinished business. Okay. But it looks like you're gonna, I think you're gonna decide to go for it. You're gonna see the benefits in it. You know, you're gonna see it has more pluses than minuses. I think it's gonna benefit you financially, and you could win something at a gathering. Maybe at a wedding, maybe at a birthday, or I don't know what it is, but I get the feeling you're going to win some money, win a prize or something that's benefiting you, like material-wise or financially. Okay? Anyway, it's a pretty nice reading, Libra, actually. It says you're gonna conquer this forbidden fruit, whatever this is. You're going to leave it. I think you're gonna leave it behind, because here's that, right? I think it's got something to do with a person. And I don't think it's somebody that is yours. And maybe that's what this Five of Swords is about. It's somebody could be messing with your somebody, or you could be messing with someone else's. They are not technically free, because they are also in the, the garden of the forbidden fruit. You're sneaking away and hiding. It's unhealthy. It's toxic. If it's not a person, it's an addiction. I've heard someone call their addictions their girlfriend, their best friend. They fell deeply in love with heroin, or deeply having a love affair with whiskey. Whatever that is for you, it's what you have to sacrifice, and it's for your greater good. You're going to be reborn. This is the best thing that could have happened to you, except you don't know it yet. Okay? Anyway, Libra, if you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. And leave a comment. I love hearing your comments, or reading your comments, I should say. Also, if you want a personal reading, the information is in the box below, and if you could follow that, it makes it a lot easier. Or you can write me at tinkertarotreadings@gmail.com. I'm also Tinker Tarot on Skype, WhatsApp, and Facebook, if you want to contact me in one of those ways. And I'm having an April rent special right now. It's $40 for 40 minutes, because we're in the 4th month. So, also, I'm starting Tinker School. It's called the U of T. And to teach people my brand of tarot reading, what I was taught, what was passed down to me, and I guess it's my time to pass it on down. So, if you're interested, write me at tinkertarotreadings@gmail.com. I can tell you that we're going to be using the Mythic Tarot based on Greek mythology as the teaching tool, and Marco Polo phone app to deliver it with. So, thanks guys. Have a great month, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.